Hello, my friends. Hello, and welcome again to another session as we merge our consciousness across time and space to be together here now. Each and every one of you is together with each other, in addition to being with me, as we're hurtling through time and space on this spaceship Earth. I've got my selenite here, putting my intention to speaking only truth 100%. And I'm relying on you all. If you ever catch anything that does not align with that statement, I really need your help to let me know. So we're all learning this together. We really are. This is a journey, and I'm just attempting to be the navigator, but you all are just as important, seeing these videos, hearing these words, following the information that Dan Winter puts out, such as here in this book, Planck Fire, now available in its physical form. You can get it on geometricmodels.org. There's also the digital formats available, but for me, having a physical copy is really helpful to be able to flip through the pages and see the beautiful pictures, such as this one here with heterodyning, which is what I wanted to talk about today. And this is recursive adding and multiplying of waves. But before we get into that, I just want to encourage you all to open your mind's eye to see these concepts, see the artwork in your mind's eye, see the path that the energy is taking as it spirals down the plasma vortex towards Planck. A lot of this material is less about how much we can use our brain to calculate numbers and remember formulas. That's the old energy of the past. That's the old ways of the past. So we're shedding the skin just like a snake or a reptile and emerging as new human beings on a new planet Earth. Every moment we're a different person. The only thing that is, what's the expression? The only thing that never changes is change itself. Or no, the only thing that is constant is change. We're all changing all the time, every minute of every day, every moment. So I just want to help you, or remind us all to just open our mind's eye, our third eye, our inner eye, to seeing these concepts in our mind's eye, embodying them in our beingness, because this is already part of our beingness. So we're just becoming more aware of a part of ourselves that governs our reality with this whole new branch of phase conjugate physics that the Planck Fire formula is opening to us and the world. This beautiful gem of a formula, which is Planck times golden ratio raised to n integers, any whole number integer. It's so simple. It can't get more simple than this. Yes, it's physics, but it's like the most beautiful, perfect, simple formula ever that will ever exist. So I know you all are getting tired of hearing me say that, but I think I'm going to be talking about this and explaining this formula to everyone around me until I hear everyone around me equally as excited as I am. And then that's when I finally get to rest, because this should have been across every news station by now. So it's kind of baffles me that it's so secret. But in our secret little special club that, anyone is able to join, it's not really that secret, but I know there's just a few of us here doing this work, gaining this comprehension. So we are a unique group of humans, ensouled humans here on this planet, joining together on this voyage with this formula and with this amazing information. So anyway, on to heterodyning. This is the second. I did a video, but then I played it back and I caught a crucial error in my words, and so it just made more sense to just record it again. So this is a second try, and I did some calculations to assist me with, so that I am clear. And so let's just go ahead and start with the calculations. Let's get this part get through this beautiful part. Let's move through this beautiful learning. So here I have a series of numbers, and you see that when you, make sure you can see it here. So we have 0.618, and then we have 1. Now, if I multiply 0.618 by 1.618, I get 1. And you're going to notice here also, though, these two numbers in the series, multiply this number to get this number. But then if I add these two, I will get the third. But then also, if I multiply 1 by 1.618, I will also get the third. And then again, if we add 1 and 1.618, you can see very clearly we get 2.618. But also, if we multiply 1.618 by 1.618, we also get the number. And then it continues. You can do, I encourage you to do these calculations yourself to really embed this wisdom in your being. If you do it, you're like proving to yourself that it's real instead of just looking at a piece of paper and trusting me. It's like working with the numbers yourself. So this is a numerical representation. If you think of these as frequencies, this is a numerical representation of heterodyning. When you add and multiply, you get the same result. So this is heterodyning in numerical form, but let's just look at the graphic visualization. This is the wonderful graphic that Dan designed. And as these waves are spiraling, this is like if you're looking at the vortex, the plasma vortex, you're at the top looking down into the center. As the waves are swirling towards center, they're merging together. Two waves will merge together, and their velocities are added to one another. It's basically, if you have this concept of interference in physics, in regular spoken English, interference means blocking. But with physics, you can have constructive interference or destructive interference. Destructive is if two waves come together and they basically cancel one another out, and then it just becomes neutral. But when you have constructive interference, it basically means that the two waves they merge together into a new wave, and their velocities are added to one another. And so this little, I know we already have the graphic, but I really like this little flower, and the beeswax is phase conjugate in nature. But you can just see the little petals here. Hope you can see. I just thought this was a nice way to see it. It's like, let me see if I can show you while I'm looking at it. So if you have the petals of the flower, if these are like waves, you can see this smaller wave, this larger wave comes down, and then it gently curves into the next wave as it's swirling down. So I just thought maybe that was a nice way to feel it, to feel this wisdom. So heterodyning, recursive adding and multiplying of wave velocities. So we've got the plasma vortex, the transverse waves swirling down to Planck, and as the waves come together, their speeds merge, and then they gain velocity, and they gain centripetal force, which is what gravity is. Plasma vortex, as it swirls down, it speeds up. The momentum increases, which creates centripetal force, which is the science behind our souls. This is the science behind miracles. This is the science behind consciousness. This is why this Planck fire formula is so revolutionary, because it merges science and spirituality, and it's truly an incredible time to be alive. Gosh, I'm not sure if there's much more to say. I think that about covers it. You know, if you get a copy of this book, then, or you're watching Dan's videos, you know, sometimes the big words can be intimidating, like heterodyning or constructive wave interference, but if we just pause for a moment and we try to open our third eye and see what that is, we can access that information directly, and might search online a little bit. You know, all of this is learnable, and my goal together with you is that we can remember we already know all of this. On a soul level, we already know everything there is to know. We're just assisting our human form to tap into the awareness that we already have on a soul level. All right, well, not much more to say. Gosh, I don't really have anything to show you. Is there anything fun I think I've already shown you. This is a quartz dodecahedron, but it's a lovely little rainbow there. Yeah, I like show and tell. That was one of my favorite parts of being a kid in school, is when we did show and tell. So I suppose that's why I like to show you all fun things that I collect. And I'm getting ready to shift. But like I was saying earlier, the only thing constant in life is change. So embracing that as I bring my belongings down to the point of implosion and I get ready to move. And yeah, really being really present in every moment, because the present is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Every day is Christmas. I guess I'm wearing my red and green unintentionally, subconsciously celebrate every day is Christmas. And there's part of me that really thinks that, well, anyway, okay, I've talked enough. I covered heterodyning. That was the whole point. I like keeping these videos short at times when it's just a little nugget for you, a little gold nugget of wisdom that perhaps you already have. And if you want to join in the comments and let me know if there's anything that you want to add to this, if there's ever anything you hear me say that you feel is inaccurate, I really need your help to correct me. It's very important that this content is 100% truthful. It's extremely important to me. And so I need your help with that. I know a lot of you, I really feel intuitively, a lot of you out there know all of this material just as well as I do. And, you know, you're joining me on this fun journey. But if you have something to say, I want to hear it. And I'll try to, let's see, I will put my email in the comments again, or the description again. I pepper it in periodically just in case. And, you know, some of you have reached out, and I really appreciate that. So if you're part of this already, or you want to be more of a part of it and you want to know how, just get in touch and just let's make contact with one another and let's continue the journey together. So thank you so much for joining me here together with the others in this precious point in space-time as we fly on our spaceship Earth in this new journey into uncharted territory with the gorgeous Planck fire formula lighting our way. But we are really lighting our way. We are, you know, we have this gem guiding us, you know, it's like assisting us with our navigation, but we are clearing the path through creation as we upgrade every aspect of human life on Earth together with others. It's a joint effort. It's a collective experience. So thank you for joining me. Love you all very, very much. And we'll talk to you later.